My mom was kind. My mother was probably the most patient person I've ever known.
My biggest memory of my mom is her smile, and I know all her, everyone comments on my mother's smile. She always smiled, no matter what. When it was a horrible time or when it was a happy time, she was always smiling. I miss my mother every single day, and there's many things that I'd like to share with her. My successes, my failures, I never could discuss with her, and she used to always give me great advice.
The crash took my mom away. It injured my dad greatly, and it had an effect on my family. We couldn't share things with her anymore. It had an effect on our community. It affects the fact that I have 2 kids now that will never meet my mom. And as much as I talk about her, and as much as I try to share things, it's not the same.
I was Ruth's sister, and she not only was my sister, she was my best friend. We had a lot of good times together, and we miss her.
When I was in 7th grade, my great aunt, Ruth McCarthy, was killed by a drunk driver. And then less than a year later, or a little bit over a year later, a good friend of mine, Stephanie Berry, who was 16, was killed by a drunk driver as well. The two of them really it changed my life, obviously in a negative way where I lost 2 very important people to me, but also in a positive way where I knew from that day on I would never drink and drive.
If you're driving impaired, please stay off the road. We would like you to make it home to your loved ones. We would like their loved ones to make it home as well.
Obviously, there's so many great ways to avoid drinking and driving, from taking a cab, planning ahead as a driver, Uber, Lyft, public transportation. So there's a lot of options out there. We're hoping that with the help of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, everyone will take advantage of those processes.
So we see these stories in the news, but nobody believes that it's tragically going to affect their family or their loved ones. And I think that by coming to the walk and meeting survivors' families, or meeting families of people that have passed from this, it puts some realism into what is going on and that this can happen to you.
So the relationship between Mothers Against Drunk Driving and Hoff Medical Group began 20 to 25 years ago. And the major thrust behind our involvement was to bring awareness not only to Hartford and Greater Hartford, but also the entire state of Connecticut. Our support of the Mothers Against Drunk Driving walks each year has also been terrific in the sense that raising awareness with the vehicles having ribbons on them is one thing, but having hundreds and thousands of people who are actually exposed each year to that event is even better.
Walk Like MADD last year was my first time there, and we had a great time. Everybody was very welcoming. It felt like a family. Everybody's just walking and high-fiving each other. It's a good time. It's a really good time.
A great way for individuals to get involved is to participate in one of the walks that we have. On May 6th, there's going to be the Hartford Walk, and it's a great time to come out and not just raise money and awareness, but it also shows support to the victims' families that are there. You walk around the track and you can see many of the victims' posters, and it tells a little bit about their story.
As the walk chair of the Hartford Walk Like MADD, I'm encouraging everybody to come out, bring their families, sign up a team, bring their company as a team, get out there, get involved, help support one another in this community, and they'll have a great time for it.
The walks themselves are really a way to express your support of the organization, but more importantly, to express your support, so for this year, of the Nanny McCarthy family.